Pull up a chair. I want to talk to you about something sitting in your kitchen right now that's doing almost nothing when it could be doing everything in your laundry room. A gallon of plain white distilled vinegar, around $2 at any grocery store. Maybe less if you catch a sale. Most people keep it for salad dressing or cleaning the coffee pot. A few people know it works in the laundry, but almost nobody knows all the things it does and what it quietly fixes that you've probably been throwing money at for years without realizing it. So today I'm going to walk you through every single thing I do with vinegar on laundry day. How I use it, where it goes in the machine, how much, and what to actually expect, including what it won't do, because I'm not going to send you off to try something that's going to disappoint you. Let's start with the thing that trips most people up first, your fabric softener. That bottle you've been buying month after month, the one that smells like a meadow or a waterfall or whatever they're calling it this season. The average family spends somewhere around $5 to $10 a month on the stuff. That's $60 to $120 a year, just to make your laundry smell like a manufactured idea of clean. Here's the thing nobody tells you about fabric softener. It doesn't actually soften the fabric. What it does is coat the fibers with a kind of slippery film so they feel softer against your hand when you pull them out of the dryer. That coating stays on the cloth. It builds up over time. And after enough washes, that buildup is what makes your towels feel stiff and dull and eventually stop absorbing water properly. The fabric softener is causing the very problem you're buying it to fix. Vinegar doesn't coat anything. What it does is go in during the rinse cycle and cut through all that built-up soap residue and mineral deposits left in the fibers from hard water. Once that gunk is gone, the cloth can move the way it's supposed to. That's why it feels soft coming out, because the stuff making it stiff has been rinsed away, not masked. Half a cup of plain white distilled vinegar in the fabric softener slot of your machine. That's all. The machine releases it during the rinse, not during the wash where it would cancel out your detergent. It rinses through, it does its job, and it drains away. And I know what you're going to ask. Does it smell like vinegar? No. I've been doing this for years. You'll smell nothing on your laundry. The smell rinses out completely. If your clothes were coming out with a vinegar smell, you'd be doing something wrong too much, too early in the cycle. Half a cup in the softener slot during the rinse. That's the whole trick. By the way, everything I use to run this house for less, all of it, is written down in one place in my book. It's on my website, the link's right below the video. Go have a look if you want it. I won't mention it again. Now, towels. I want to spend some time on towels because this is where most people see the most dramatic difference, and also where most people have been making a mistake for a long time without knowing it. If you've got towels that smell musty even when they come fresh out of the dryer, and you know exactly what I mean, that damp, sour smell that hits you the moment the towel gets wet again. That smell isn't coming from the towel being dirty. It's coming from years of detergent and fabric softener residue that is built up so deep in the fibers that a regular wash doesn't touch it. That residue traps moisture. Moisture is where bacteria grows. That's your smell. And washing it again with more detergent makes it worse. You're just adding to the problem. Here's what I do with towels that have gotten to that point. And this is a reset, not a regular wash. Load the towels in the machine. Nothing else, no detergent. Pour 1 cup of plain white vinegar straight into the drum or into the detergent slot and run a full hot cycle. Just vinegar, hot water, towels. The vinegar goes in and strips out that built-up residue. All that old soap and softener coating comes loose and washes away. When that cycle finishes, don't take the towels out. Leave them right there. Now add a half cup of baking soda to the drum and run another hot cycle. No detergent this time either. The baking soda is a different thing. It's not acidic like the vinegar. It's the opposite. It neutralizes what's left and softens the fibers. Together they do what neither one alone does as well. 2 important things here. First, don't mix the vinegar and baking soda in the same cycle. I know it seems like more would be better. It's not. They cancel each other out and you'll end up with neither one doing its job. Run them back to back, not together. Second, don't leave the towels sitting in the machine when you're done. Pull them out and get them into the dryer right away, or hang them in the sun if the day is good. A wet towel sitting in a drum for an hour will start developing that smell right back again. That's how this whole problem usually starts in the first place. Someone forgets the laundry. After you do this, dry them on high heat until they're completely dry. Not almost dry, all the way dry. If you do this once with your towels, you will notice a difference. The stiffness goes, the mustiness goes. They start absorbing water again the way they're supposed to. I've had people tell me they were about to throw out a whole set of towels because they'd given up on getting the smell out, and this fixed them. Now, one important note on the towel reset. This is a deep strip. It is harder on the fabric than a regular wash because of the hot water and the double cycle. Don't do it every week. Do it when your towels need it, when the smell comes back, when they've stopped being absorbent. For regular maintenance, the half cup of vinegar in the rinse slot every few washes is plenty to keep them from getting to that point again. Let's talk about the washing machine itself. This is one people always skip, and it's the reason their laundry never smells quite right no matter what they do. The machine is the problem. If you're washing your laundry in a drum that has built-up mold, soap scum, and mineral deposits on the inside of it, you're not really getting clean laundry. You're cycling it through dirty water. Front-loading machines are the worst for this. They're efficient with water, which is nice, but because they use so little water, the soap has less chance to fully rinse away. Over time, you get a film on the drum and on that rubber gasket around the door. You might even see black spots in the folds of that seal. That's mold. That's what your clothes are going into every wash. Every month, run an empty machine, nothing in it, with 2 cups of white vinegar poured into the detergent drawer, not dumped straight into the drum. Set it to the hottest cycle you've got. Let it run all the way through. When it's done, wipe down the inside of that rubber door seal with a cloth. Peel the fold back and clean inside it. That's where the worst of it hides. Now, here's the one thing I want to be plain about, because there's a lot of back and forth on it, and I'd rather be honest than just tell you what sounds good. Vinegar is an acid. Used in moderation, rinse through the machine the way it's supposed to be. It's been used in laundry for generations without any problem. But some washing machine manufacturers, particularly the ones selling front loaders, will tell you vinegar can damage the rubber seals over time if you use it too often or too concentrated. They're not entirely wrong. Straight vinegar sitting on a rubber gasket for extended periods, used in every single load, every week, for years, that can eventually cause wear. So use it smart. Monthly on the machine itself, not every wash. In the fabric softener slot for laundry, so it comes in diluted with rinse water, not poured concentrated straight onto rubber parts. Check your machine's manual if you're uncertain. I use it this way and I've had no trouble, but I'm not going to pretend there's no consideration there. One more thing to know, never mix vinegar and bleach. Not in the machine, not anywhere in the laundry room at the same time. They make a gas together that's genuinely harmful. If you've run bleach through the machine, run a plain rinse cycle before you use vinegar. If you've used vinegar, don't turn around and throw bleach in next. Keep them completely separate. All right, let's talk about stains and the whites that have gone gray. Your white shirts that aren't quite white anymore. Your whites that have picked up a yellow tint. The towels that used to be bright and now look dingy. This happens to everything over time, and most people assume it's just age. It's not. It's soap residue and mineral buildup sitting on the fibers, dulling the color. Soak them first. Fill the machine with warm water and add 1 cup of vinegar. Let them sit in there for an hour, pause the machine if you have to, just don't let it drain. Then run the wash cycle as normal with your detergent. That soak loosens the buildup so the wash can actually rinse it away. You'll see a difference in the first load. For deodorant stains on shirts, the yellow crust that builds up under the arms over time, vinegar is particularly good at this because those stains are partly mineral and partly old soap. Make a mixture of 1 cup of vinegar to about 4 cups of warm water, apply it to the stained area, let it sit for half an hour, then wash as usual. For a stubborn stain, let it soak longer. I'll be honest with you about what vinegar won't do. It's not the right tool for a fresh grass stain or a set-in grease spot or a bad food stain. Those need something else, a real stain treatment that actually lifts grease and oil. Vinegar is a mineral and residue cleaner. It's excellent at that. It is not a heavy-duty stain remover. Don't expect it to be, and you won't be disappointed. Now, I want to tell you the thing that should make you a little irritated, because once you see it, you can't unsee it. Look at the back of your fabric softener bottle. Look at the list of ingredients. It is a long list of things most people can't pronounce. Fragrance compounds, thickeners, preservatives. The whole thing is engineered in a lab to accomplish 2 things. 1, Coat your laundry so it feels soft. 2. Smell like something that your brain has been trained over years of advertising to associate with the word clean. That smell is not cleaning your laundry. That smell is doing nothing except making you feel good about the product and making you reach for the same bottle again next month. And the fabric softener manufacturers are smart about something else. They got to towels first. They position themselves as the thing that makes towels soft and fluffy. So for a generation of people, the idea of laundry without fabric softener feels wrong. The towels don't feel right, the laundry doesn't smell like it should. But here's what actually happened. The fabric softener created the problem it's solving. It built up on your towels until they were stiff and dull and stopped absorbing water, and then it kept you buying more to manage the very condition it created. That is a remarkably good business model. It is not a particularly good deal for you. Vinegar costs about $2 a gallon, half a cup per load. 1 gallon lasts a long time. Nobody is running a national advertising campaign to tell you about it. There is no Super Bowl commercial for a gallon of plain white vinegar. There is no profit in it. That is the whole reason you've had to piece this together yourself. Here's what I want you to do this week. Next time you're at the store, buy a gallon of plain white distilled vinegar. Not cleaning vinegar, the regular stuff, the kind you'd use in your kitchen. Not apple cider vinegar, plain white distilled. It's usually on the bottom shelf. No fanfare. Go home and look at your towels. You probably know which ones have the smell problem. Run the reset I described, vinegar cycle, then baking soda cycle, hot water, gloves aren't needed, but get them completely dry after. See what you've got. And the next regular load you do after that, put a half cup of vinegar in the fabric softener slot and skip the softener. Just try it once. See if your clothes come out stiff and strange smelling the way you might expect, or if they come out soft and clean and like nothing at all, which is what clean actually smells like. Put the dates on your calendar to clean the machine out once a month. Empty drum, 2 cups of vinegar in the detergent drawer, hot cycle, wipe the seal. That's the whole thing. No specialty products, no trips to a different aisle. $2 and a little bit of remembering. Tell me in the comments, have you used vinegar in the laundry before, or is this new to you? And if your towels have that musty smell I described, I want to know how it goes after you try the reset. I read every one of those comments and I learned from what you all tell me. If you want more of this, more things you already have that are being used for a fraction of what they can do, my video on hydrogen peroxide is right next in line and it's worth your time. I'll see you there.